Hey, you, come on, sit down. You're sitting at the grown-ups table. I'm your host, Jesse Pimpinella, and as always, my partner in crime,
John Jacobs.
Thank you so much, and a happy Tuesday to you guys.
Tuesday.
So I'm gonna say, guys, this is gonna be a very new show from what you guys have seen, while having a lot of what made the show amazing in the first place. So just to get it up front, John and I are taking the show, and we're going to divide up our time with the topics. We're not going to be talking too much about one topic, but many things. And with you as the live audience, you could comment anytime if you want us to change up the discussion. Maybe there's something that happened while we're doing the show. You're like, hey, this is happening right now. We can talk about it. This is like the greatest hangout you'll have on a Tuesday, and you get to do it with us because everybody here has a seat at the grown-ups table. But right now, we're just going to get warmed up right now. John's getting everything shared out and everything ready to go. But welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We got a lot of great things we're going to be talking about today. Valentine's Day plans, Deadpool and Wolverine, America's love-hate obsession with Taylor Swift, Mardi Gras today, and for God's sakes, someone tell me, is the Sony Spider-Verse worth it? We got a lot to cover tonight, and we got you here to talk about it. So, without further ado, let's do some table talk, John. So, John, it's been a while since I've seen you. How you been?
It's been kind of crazy. I know that we've kind of put the show on hiatus for a few months. Long story short, everybody's facing challenges these days. A lot of people are being impacted by changes within their companies. I was one of those people that was affected back in November. Many people I know have been affected since that time, even before, and probably after. It's really hard out there. So adjusting to that and job hunting and things like that have been challenging at times, but that's life. You got to be optimistic. You got to keep putting yourself out there, keep playing the numbers game. You'll find something else. So but it has definitely been interesting adjusting to being at home while I'm working on finding a job during the day and taking care of my daughter in the afternoon, and kind of picking up the slack for things around the house while my wife is at work. So.
Michael Keaton from Mr. Mom.
Right? I am, and it's happened a couple of times. It's happened a couple of times.
You have all the mothers in the neighborhood. They're pining over you. Look at him; he's such a good husband.
But
you're watching soap operas, and you're all of a sudden having fantasies that you're in the soap operas. Tell me, have you watched one soap opera?
I haven't, and here's why.
What's the matter with you? You're doing it wrong.
Listen. No, first of all, I don't have time. Like during the day, like I am busy doing a million and one different things.
Okay, all right.
But I will tell you, back in the day, in the summer, my brother and I were latchkey kids, and anyone who's 30 or over knows that is Jesse. You have no concept.
I didn't know the latchkey kid. You act like I just fell out of my mother's vagina like yesterday. I know what a latchkey is. I'm sorry. I gotta cut the umbilical cord out from my belly button, John.
So for the 20-year-olds out there, a latchkey kid was a kid that was unsupervised at home by themselves, either during the day in the summer, after school, that type of thing. And so my brother and I stayed home by ourselves during the summer, and we did get into Days of Our Lives, the whole Marlena turning into a devil, the whole Kristen doppelganger thing, the whole like Austin and Carrie and Sammy thing, back when my man Patrick Muldooney was on there. So, we were...
Now I'm out of the realm.
We were way into it, man. We're like, 12, 13, so it was fine. I can't bring myself to invest in that as an adult. Plus, there's only like 2 soaps left on TV. All of them are gone. And the Aaron Spelling one with Passions, with like the devil people and the kid doll that came alive and like cults and Wiccan shit. Oh, dude, Passions was like, okay, here it is.
Guiding light all the way.
No, here it is. Passions was the Baywatch Nights of soap operas. That's what Passions was.
Now my wife's getting up. She was homesick a few times in our childhood, so she has.
Yeah, but wasn't that in like 2010?
Yeah.
Okay, my dad.
I like your hair, Sarah. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Hi, thank you. My dad used to be obsessed with Young and the Restless to the point where they scheduled his lunch hour so he could watch Young and the Restless.
Dude, I get it. Like, it's people get serious about it. Like, it's a thing.
Like, this man literally would make his whole staff, if they ate lunch in the break room, watch The Young and the Restless.
Nice.
He did it for like.
That's a boss move, isn't that not? Like,
he did it for like 5 or 6 fucking years. Because like by the time I started working there in college, we were still watching the fucking Young and the Restless.
Now, what was it about The Young and the Restless? Because there are very specific reasons people pick the soaps that they do. So I'm interested as to how that one pulled your dad in versus, say, something like General Hospital or Days of Our Lives or All My Children, something like that.
Guiding Light.
Okay, well,
stop with the Guiding Light, man.
Dude, I fucking love Guiding Light,
dude.
Fine.
That was a radio drama before it actually went to TV.
Oh my
God.
God.
We have some respect here.
No.
Christ our Lord, all right? And if anybody can figure out what Ryan's talking about, I like the soap opera with the little person and the psychics.
That's Passions. The little person is a doll that comes to life for the crazy lady. And there were witch cults and shit. Like, it was the whole thing, man.
Well, he said little person, so it is okay.
He's talking because it was the kid that played the Grinch when he was a kid. I forget the actor's name. But he played the Grinch when he was a kid. He was Timmy on Passions. He was a little person actor.
You lost me, but keep going. So I will recuse Guiding Light from the conversation, and you guys could talk about what soap opera you're talking about.
I mean, it's just a weird choice, Jesse. It's just
why Reba and Alan were in love with each other. Okay. They were in love with each other.
It's Guiding Light.
All the soap operas, that's what you watch.
Right.
Yeah,
that's my
grandma
point.
had it on. And I just sit there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I get, dude, my grandma was all about
Light.
Young and Restless. I get it. I understand. But it's Guiding Light, dude. Like, even General Hospital would have been better. At least they were
Ryan, you shut your fucking mouth right now. 700 Club.
Dude, 700 Club, Ryan.
Better.
So much better.
It is no way better. You shut your mouth. All right, I won't take that.
Boy, Pat Robertson, man.
I fully agree.
My former grandfather took his lunch every day at the same time as Young and the Restless. It was on. And he sat at the table eating his lunch, watching it with one of those little countertop looking.
No, that's what my dad.
There you go, Sarah. Yep, that's your dad.
I wish it was one of those camper ones you had to crank.
Nice.
And for the record, my dad is a full-blooded Italian doctor. So that's what made it weird as fuck. You remember the Soap Digest?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Soap Digest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember Soap Digest.
Up for him at the grocery store every fucking week.
Give me Soap Digest. That's like the greatest.
That's hilarious.
Recap. That's like you missed an episode, you got to recap it real quickly, and they had a whole magazine dedicated to recapping.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was also they had like stuff about the actors. They had inside about the story arcs and stuff. Like it was, dude. It was like a whole thing. Basically, it was your supplement. If you watch soaps, you bought and read Soap Digest because they went together like peas and carrots.
Which is why we're gonna have At the Grown Up Stable Digests come out every Saturday to catch you up before Tuesday.
I love it. We honestly we should do this publication.
Yeah, which by the way, I have some cool announcements we'll talk about after the show for plans for this.
Okay. I think I got everything finally shared. So now I can fully participate in the conversations.
You've been participating fantastically. And yes, dude, I will check out Passions. I will. I'm going to check it out.
Honestly, Jesse, like if you went back and were to go back and watch a soap, like there have been times where I'm like, I want to go back and watch that year that I watched Days where she was like possessed and shit. Because it went off the fucking rails, man. Just like every soap does. But like, go back and watch Passions, dude. I think it was only on for like maybe 10 years max.
Okay.
All right. That looks fucking creepy.
Okay, I
you gotta watch it.
No.
I pulled up some images. Hold on. I got
pull up Timmy. That was his name, Timmy.
Dude, that little guy right here.
There he is. See,
Holy
that's the kid. I forget his name. What?
That's the Grinch.
Yeah, I said that 5 minutes ago.
The little Grinch.
I said that 5 minutes ago.
Okay, I thought like you meant someone else. I didn't.
No, he played the little Grinch in the Grinch movie.
Okay, makes me feel uncomfortable. Wait, no, what's that?
What the fuck is this?
Look at
Dude, I told you it was nuts. There was like witches and like cults and shit.
A
Like, it was
monkey?
off the rails, dude.
Dude, that's the monkey from Dustin's Checks In. Can we
Dunstan.
agree on-
No. It's the thing from Nope.
Oh, it's the monkey from Nope
Nope.
that kills
Dude,
everybody.
I'm telling you, it was hilarious.
Dude, I love Dustin Checks In. If anybody knows what that is, then you had a good childhood. That was Paul Rubin, Jason
Dustin Checks
Alexander, and a monkey.
Yeah, so Passions was only on for 9 seasons. So, you know, it'll still take you like 4 years to watch those 9 seasons because they're hour-long episodes. But
Does it look like my career's doing good? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, okay?
God.
and like we need to do regular check-in updates with this, but we spent a lot of time talking about soap operas.
We have. I even Gizzy, I know. Guiding Light's better. I know.
Okay, how did you get down this rabbit hole?
Because we were talking. I don't do because he's Mr. Mom right now, and I was saying.
Yeah, we were talking about yeah. So let's get back on track.
You eventually you start when you work around the house, you start fantasizing about soap operas.
Wait,
You're
are
in
you
one.
gonna talk about the cake?
Yes, we're gonna talk about the
Okay,
cake.
can we talk about the cake right now?
Can we actually talk about the cake right now?
Let's see. I rambled on enough about catching up with me. We already know what you and Sarah are up to, so let's talk about the cake.
Let's talk about the cake.
Okay.
Okay, so
Well, I don't know what's going on with the cake, guys. Jesse just sent me a picture of a cake, and then Sarah's really excited to talk about it. So I don't know. This is new to me.
Okay.
So Sarah.
Long story short.
Okay,
Really,
Gizzy, come here.
Gizmo?
Sorry, Gizmo wants to be on camera.
All right. I quit my job after 2 years.
Could you say where?
I'm not gonna say where.
No,
yet.
no, Jesse.
No.
You never say where.
I get my last paycheck in 2 weeks, so
Okay.
I kind of need that last paycheck.
Well, I'll tell you then.
Okay. Anyways, my boss was an asshole. I essentially did the work of 10 people. Not only was my boss an asshole, I had to train my boss when my supervisor was like, "Nah, you can't be a manager, but I'm gonna make you train the manager and do all the workload of a manager for over a year."
I'm proud of you, Sarah. Good job standing up for yourself. Seriously.
Congrats on quitting.
Thank you.
See, there you go. Like, that's great.
So, anyways.
Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday, Dan. I think it was his birthday yesterday or today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the damn Facebook doesn't update you anymore. Like, you have to go deep into it to find birthdays, so I missed celebrating. But Dan, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man. All right.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I have done way too much work in the past year, and shit has just been really bad. So Friday was my last day. My manager,
Jordan says bravo, F the man.
my manager and the person who took my position made my last 2 weeks a living nightmare.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's bullshit.
To the point where I almost didn't show up my second week.
Wow.
Almost didn't show up on my last day. I texted Jesse on my last day, "Hey, I shouldn't have come in today. I think I'm going to leave early." And he's like, "Don't worry. I'm showing up." This man brings in...
Can I tell my part of the story now?
Yeah, you tell your part of the story.
Okay, guys, I get up.
Right.
I wake up, man, at the crack of 8:30, okay?
The crack of 8:30.
The crack of 8:30, okay? I'm rushing to the nearest Kroger. I'm buying balloons, plates, forks, and I'm buying a big-ass cake, all right? And I tell them I want them to write this Italian adage on the cake, which is your time here is a blessing, right? And here is the cake real quickly. I want to show everybody so you guys know what the cake is. Obviously, you're going to know I'm kind of full of shit. It's not what you guys think it is. So there's the cake. Il tuo capo è uno stronzo.
What does that mean for the non-Italian speaking people?
Your boss is an asshole.
Nice.
So let me put up the
Needed some
translation.
candles or something, like something to set it off, you know, or the fire alarm in the building.
Hold on a second. Let me put the translation in so everybody knows what it means. But yeah, so I go all out, man.
Nice.
And I bring this cake in, baby. Okay, I bring this cake in. Now, real quickly, okay. It was so weird because I had to lie to Kroger. I couldn't tell them what I was putting on the cake because they might be like, "No, we're not gonna put that on the cake." So I told them your time is a blessing, and then they're like, "Oh, I was like, it's for my Italian grandma. Oh, make sure you bring some meatballs for us." Which I realized.
That's offensive.
I realized that is the most. That's like the DEFCON 5 of offensive you could say to somebody.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
least offensive thing you could say. 5 is least, 1 is
I
worse.
always fuck that up.
It's always backwards. Like, I was just realizing, like, she took a lot of liberty to go and think I wouldn't be offended by that. I mean, which Italians were like, oh yeah, we do like meatballs. We are greasy little assholes. My one buddy's Irish. He loves the fighting Irish. That doesn't offend him. But imagine if I was Asian and that woman just yelled something different. You know what I mean? Like, that would not be cool at all, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand the correlation.
Well,
there.
long time.
Don't.
Okay, never mind.
Just,
Never mind.
Just drop it.
All right. Anyways. Okay. Anyways. What I'm trying to say is you can be offensive to Italians. That's what you can, and we love it.
Anyways, my
Anyways.
whole office ate this cake.
I got the whole office
I love
to eat the
it.
cake. I got the social media guy. I was trying to
So
get him to take a picture so they can put it on their website.
Oh yes! Did
I
they
mean,
do
fine.
it? Can I go there and look at it? Since I know where you work, Sarah, can I go see this?
I don't think it's
picture
on the social
page?
media
It's not
site.
on the social
I couldn't.
media
She made me
website.
cut it up really quickly. She made me cut it up real fast.
Ah.
I got nervous. I want my last paycheck.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah, that's
understand.
true,
I
that's
understand. But how beautiful is this? Like,
It was
again,
great.
Jesse,
This-
ultimate troll move. Great job.
This is essentially having your cake and eating it. And
Yep,
I got those
absolutely.
fuckers to eat this cake.
It was great.
It was
Well,
great.
I'm glad you stood up for yourself, Sarah. It's not something everybody can do, especially when they're not being treated right at work.
Yeah.
So, congrats, good for you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Someone else has. Have you ever seen the video where the guy had a marching band play him out after he quit? Dan, you understand this? She didn't give me enough time. All right,
He wanted to have the band, guys.
guys. I actually would have got a different cake. I would have got a different cake, so everybody knows.
Oh my god.
I'll show you what the original cake scheme was if I had more time. Because at one point I was gonna say, let me please get the cake I want. It's gonna take some time. And the first week she was like, no, don't do it. I don't want to get pissed off or anything. But the cake I wanted to get is obviously it was the better cake. Here, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold on, so let me just pull up the second screen.
Real quick, Jordan said that's the sexiest thing you've ever done.
Thank you. Well, here's the next sexiest thing I
Are you
do.
gonna get a Shawshank cake?
Yeah, like when he's getting in the
when he's out of
rain.
the tub.
Nice,
Like-
dude. That one right there. That would have been the
That
shot.
one right there, right?
We're at the top down shot. Absolutely.
Like no words.
Absolutely.
No
Yep.
words what it
Just-
means. No words what it means.
Dude,
Just
perfect.
that on the cake.
That would have been
And
great.
anybody who's ever seen that movie knows exactly what it means.
Yep.
It's all about freedom, and that's what Sarah was getting. She was there. Dude, I had so many. Like, let me see if I can pull up some of these things I had. I had a lot of things I kept sending Sarah, and at one point she was like, "You need to stop sending me these memes. You need to." I kept making work memes for her.
Okay, I'm going.
You
laying
could go,
back
you could
down.
go.
I'm tired.
Bye,
John.
Sarah. Talk to you later.
Okay, I'll hold on. Let me just pull up this meme, and then you guys will all thank me for it, and then we can move on and talk about shows and stuff like that. So, okay, this one has the job one in it.
No, please don't.
Hold on, let me scratch it out real fast.
No. Don't share anything that has that in it, Jesse. Come
No.
on.
It's a Star Wars thing.
Okay. All right.
It's Star Wars. Don't worry. Okay. It's
I can't.
It says, Master Costantino, there are too many cases in our system. What are we gonna do? And the 2
Just
weeks
get-
notice.
Just
I
gonna
had
kill
so
them
many
all.
of them. I had the one from The Sopranos where it's Chris's face in the car after the car accident,
Nice.
and then James Gandolfini covering his mouth.
Wait. I want to tell a story of my manager finding my 2 weeks notice.
Okay, we're gonna do
That's the
last thing. All right, here we go.
All right.
I love when Sarah shows up on the show.
I just have nothing else to do.
And then walks away and then comes back.
It's great.
Okay. Nobody
She's
knew.
like Oscar the Grouch, where she comes out of the trash can, comes out of the trash in the trash can. You know, she pops in, pops
Weird
out. You watch
comparison,
Sesame
but
Street?
okay. That
Or
was
did you watch
strange.
something more like Passion, Sesame Street?
Hey, go
version?
watch some Passions and let us
Okay,
know.
whatever.
Sarah,
All right,
tell your
Sarah,
story.
Take it from here.
Okay. So nobody knew I was sending in my 2 weeks notice. I did
Oh,
it.
nice.
like,
Even better.
yeah, I sent it like 7 a.m. on Monday. So when everybody like logged in, they saw it. My manager sat down with her coffee, opened her email, read her email, popped up from her cubicle, looked straight at me, looked at the email again, and then ran into our supervisor's office and was in there for 2 hours. It was great.
Well, they were in there 2 hours talking and you weren't when you put in your 2 weeks?
Yeah, because
interesting conversation, I'll bet that was.
Essentially, I have been doing everybody's job.
Yeah.
And everybody else on our team is super new. Nobody's been there for a year. So I fucked them, which was great.
They're trying to figure out what they're going to do because they don't have you to train the new people anymore and they can't do it. So what are they going to do?
I don't know. My manager keeps calling me and I decline it.
Nice. Got to have that power in there.
Let me answer the phone next time.
No.
Let me answer the phone.
No. Okay.
Jesse, we should answer it together and do it
together.
No.
Tell her to I'll only answer my call from Tuesday 7 to 8 o'clock. Go. And then we'll get it.
Okay, whatever. All live, man. We'll do it together on the show.
Dan Brown said, good job ignoring that call.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, man. But anyways, yeah. So besides that, comedy's good. Special is getting edited. We're going to hear some more word about it. Today, believe it or not, a movie that I've been working on with Matt. It's a short film. Just got greenlit.
Nice.
So, yeah, which tells me we got to get working on our film, which we'll talk more about that after the show. So a lot of things been going good in the comedy world. So make sure you check out my website, www.jessepimpinella.com or Jesse Pimpinella Comedy on all social media platforms because we're growing. We're growing, all right? Like a fungus, man. We're gonna grow, man. You can't eradicate us. Once you have us, you're never gonna get rid of us. All right? That's what it is. It's always gonna be a little residue, grows back. It's me.
Did you not have your phone on silent?
No, that was the computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have the Facebook on and it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's talk about this week. There's a lot of stuff happening this week, but the biggest thing I want to talk about is holy.
Yeah, there we go. Something that is actually good.
Teaser, baby. Did anybody see this, dude? This thing is amazing. All right, I felt like Heisenberg in that one meme where he goes, "Someone's been cooking here." You know what I mean? Like, it was good. Like. So what you got is it opens up with a birthday cake, which your boss is an asshole.
Like that whole it already got me from that scene. As soon as I saw him with the hair and like the shirt, I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then it's like all the like X-Men standing around, and I'm like, oh no. And then when he goes outside and they start to get in a fight, and by the way, if you haven't seen this trailer yet, sorry, we're talking about it.
It's talking about it.
Spoiled.
Go watch it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Go watch it. And when they rip his hair off, and then the next scene he's sitting in the 20th century office, and you just see a couple of the hair plugs left. I'm like, holy shit! Deadpool got hair plugs. That right there sold me on the film. Just that one joke that I'm sure is only what we saw in the trailer. I don't think a joke like that they're going to carry throughout the whole thing. Maybe they do, but nonetheless, that one joke already sold me on the entire film. And they didn't even show Wolverine in the trailer, even though we've all seen what he looks like for almost a year now.
Yeah.
But that sold me already. I'm just like, dude, yes, hair plugs. I'm in. Like, that was it.
It looks like they gave him the control that he needed to make this a good movie.
Yeah.
And I like the direction it's going into. I love the Marvel Jesus line. That was great.
Yeah.
And there's like so many things that if you slow down the trailer, people are catching. Number one, variants of Deadpool. Like there's a scene where he's cutting somebody in half, and if you pause it, there's 3 Deadpool legs, which means someone's directly behind him fighting as well with him. Hey, City. And then number 2, when he's laying on the ground right before Wolverine shows up, there's a comic book next to him. It's the Secret War comics.
I missed that. Okay, I'll look. I did not see that.
And then the drink that is on, there's a bottle that's on top of it. The bottle is the same bottle that Stan Lee drinks in the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. Remember the one where he drinks the drink and he'll pretty much dies.
Oh, yeah.
It came from the Incredible Hulk blood when he was in South America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what set off the whole movie with everyone finding out where he was and coming after him and all of that. It's because he got cut in the factory or whatever.
So it looks like the Hulk, in my opinion, is going to be in this movie to some degree.
There's
Because-
okay, but there's no way Edward Norton's going to be in this movie, dude.
No. I
There's
don't think,
no way.
no. Feige has already said he's done
There's
with American history.
no
He ain't bringing him
way,
in.
dude.
He ain't bringing him in. He said that he was the most difficult person he ever had to work with.
Amazing actor, but
amazing.
But I hear he's kind of an asshole, even though
Yeah.
he's very gifted and talented.
Yeah, that's why.
Look,
I mean, that's why you don't see him in a lot of big budget things anymore.
Well,
'Cause
sure,
people
nobody
are like,
wants to work
yeah,
with him.
you're talented, but we don't want to deal with you.
Well,
We
but
just
here's
don't.
the thing too, is that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have a great relationship, not only in real life, but also on camera. They know how to work together and they actually like each other outside of work. So there's real chemistry there. I'm not saying you can't have an amazing actor who may not have chemistry come on and steal the film. That happens all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Ryan Reynolds isn't that kind of guy to allow that to happen in his movie. Like, did you make sense when I say it that way?
No. Because at the end of the day, bottom line, I mean, the success of Deadpool stems solely from Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. I mean, let me put to this point, he did something illegal to make these movies occur. Yeah, I mean, to this day, he won't admit he did it, but we all know he did it. We all know he released the test footage unauthorized. We all know it. Let's stop. We know, and that's and I think when you see someone with that type of energy to portray a character, it comes out in the movie. You see the movie, and the movie is a lot more fun because it's not simply a paycheck for them. Hell, Ryan Reynolds probably can make more money making other movies. But no, he's doing this. He wants to make this movie. This movie means more to him. Rated R comic book movies will always get a smaller budget, therefore a smaller payout. But this is what's important to him, and that's why it's going to come out very well. And I think Dan Brown, who, by the way, hilarious stand-up comic, if people don't know him, comic book geek. Let me put it this way: how big of a Batman comic book geek this guy?
Oh, I
consider myself a Batman geek, but when it comes to Batman geekdom, he's Tony Stark. I'm Justin Hammer. Okay, that's how hard it is. This guy had a Batman wedding. He had a Batman wedding.
Yeah, but where did the Justin Hammer thing come from, dude?
Because he's the inferior version of Tony Stark from Iron Man 2.
All right.
Okay, well, I know you're probably thinking like, how dare I call myself Sam Rockwell? That's
more where I was going with it because I like Sam so much.
That's true. I will give you that. That's true. Okay, I'm like Sam Rockwell in his cameo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, that's where I'm at right now. Okay.
You're even talking about those bad movies.
Even though he was I'm not saying that. I'm saying like he's on the lower. You know what? You're finding problems. You're projecting something on me. I don't know what it is. But
we haven't done the show in 2 months. I have to do my Jedi mind tricks to you.
We gotta move forward. But
I do want to say one thing real quick about this because I had to look up his age because I didn't know the exact age. Hugh Jackman is 55 and looks some way that I will never fucking look in my entire life, and I'm 42. This man is fucking stacked, okay? And I know that they pushed back shooting the first X-Men because he wasn't in the shape they wanted him to be in, and then once he got in the shape they really wanted him to be in, they were like, okay, let's go now. So I mean, the dude is just phenomenal, and he beast mode, absolute beast mode. Good for you, Hugh. You do you. I'm never gonna have a six-pack that looks like that, but I'm glad you do because wow, that's impressive.
It is. But I think this movie, as Dan said, will help the superhero fatigue. Which here's the thing: I don't really believe in superhero fatigue, as I just believe that a movie is either good or bad. And sometimes I think, because here's the thing: if you make a run-of-the-mill superhero movie that's middle of the road, you're not going to get mind-blowing, like, oh my god, this is the greatest movie in the world. You're not. Right. You're not going to get that. You're going to get, movies like No Way Home and stuff like that, those movies packed a lot of heart in there. There was a lot of heart. There was
you can tell the difference when you're watching the film. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I don't fully agree with what you're saying because I think that the current behaviors from what is being put out there on the market, I mean, I think that drives the fatigue. I don't think I don't think volume is the issue that's driving the fatigue. It's quality that's the issue that's driving the fatigue.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to sacrifice cinema and we are going to keep releasing these 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the total number is every year, these giant blockbusters just dwarf everything else, which does impact revenue. It impacts pictures getting greenlit. It impacts distribution. It impacts everything. So if we're going to say that's okay to impact all this other stuff in this entire industry so we can put these out in the theater, then there is an expectation of quality. And when that quality isn't there, then people are like, why am I not only going to the cinema to see this or giving my time?
Exactly.
I would much rather come over here and give my time over here because I feel like this is now trash. You are no longer following comics. You have worked your creative artist to death. The volume of people available to do your post-production isn't there, and it shows in every single film now. And that's a problem because that wasn't a problem 7 years ago. So clearly something changed.
Yeah. And I think one of the nice things about it just that was one interesting things about Deadpool 2 is that Deadpool 2 opted for a more simpler budget rather than an extravagant budget because Ryan Reynolds didn't want the movie to become lose quality. He said like, no, we got to he wanted to create those corners where that he wrote himself into so that he can make stronger writing. You know what I mean? And I think that was for the best. And it gave us hilarious jokes like when Cable was like, you're like, why don't you just time travel and here and then go back? Well, there's only one more cartridge. You can only go, it's a one-way trip. And then Ryan Reynolds looks into the camera and goes, well, that's lazy writing. And he wrote the movie. Which makes it funnier, like on a tenfold. Yeah. But like there's like the way he does the movie, it's a very personal piece, but
it's
like
genuine. It's genuine. That's what it comes down to. It's very genuine. And I mean, it's not trying to be something that it's not, and it's not even trying to be what it is. It's just doing what they want to do that they feel people will enjoy for whatever reason. And we keep putting them out and they're great. I mean, look, I like both of the Deadpool films. I know the second one doesn't give as much praise as the first one does. I enjoy both of them pretty much equally myself. So
I lightly prefer the second one over the first, honestly.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. That's good.
I think
out that minority.
And I don't think it's because the first one's bad. I think the second one just built on the success of the first one in a correct way to bring the character to bring Deadpool into I remember when they were playing the Take On Me part where he's talking to Vanessa and he's thinking he's going to die. Yeah. And while it's kind of funny because it's very over the top. It's sad. It is sad. I teared up. I was like, I'm freaking tearing up during a Deadpool movie. Are you fucking kidding me? But like that's what made the movie so good. And again, like how Dan Brown says, it's disguised as a superhero movie. Like there's more to it. It's not.
I agree.
It's not a movie because it's a superhero movie. Like early Marvel was so great because like Iron Man didn't come out and say I'm a superhero movie. It was about a billionaire industrialist who pretty much but at the heart of his soul he redeemed himself by becoming something more than what he was. Like it wasn't like, let me explain this. I'm explaining it badly.
Yeah, I get what I hear what you're trying to say.
It wasn't trying to just do the regular superhero formula.
I'll agree with that.
That's what I mean. Like it wasn't just going, okay, if we follow the superhero formula, then we're going to get a hit. That's just the way it works.
But they were trying to kick off a franchise.
Well, they
were.
There
was a degree of that. We've got to have some of this in here because that is what people want to see. But I get what you're saying too, because there was also just the whole part about Robert Downey Jr. being in it and getting his redemption and this and that. I mean, we've heard this a million times, but that does impact the first movie. And that was a huge thing. I remember when the film launched, that's all anybody was talking about. And this was what, 2008?
But
right?
I mean, but the thing is, it changed the way.
God, that was like 25 years ago. I really feel old now.
It changed comic book movies. It changed comic book movies because at 2008, the peak of comic book movies.
Like 18 years. Sorry, not
in 2008, they were darker. The movie,
Can't
because
do
The Dark
math.
Knight, well, Batman Begins set the tone, or we want darker
Yeah.
films, we want darker films.
Yeah.
And this movie kind of went against the grain and was like, no, we're going to stay lighthearted. And while
That's
still
what people
having
like.
a dark edge to it. And it worked, and that it worked so well. That's why you see this formula going
Yeah.
through up until today. But like I said, pretty much this movie, I'm excited for it. Ryan says that's why it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
Jordan seems pretty sure. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds definitely leaked this, which, let's face it, we know he did. We'll take a quick little break from superhero stuff before we get into, because we have another superhero topic on the dais. But let's talk about this. Super Bowl weekend happened this week.
It did, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And everybody seems to have a love-hate obsession with Taylor Swift.
It's just funny, man. It's that's the thing. It's
Dude,
just
she's somebody's
funny.
girlfriend that's at the game.
Right.
I love her. I think that's great.
But here's the thing, like, you don't have to like her music. You don't have to even like her as a person. At the end of the day, why do you care? Because look, it doesn't matter what your opinion is. She is one of the most recognizable people, not only in the country, but on the planet, because she tours internationally. So if she's going to be at a national sports event and that is televised, of course they are going to put her on there for ratings, because then they will get money, and then they will get more ads, which means more money. They don't care if you like Taylor Swift music. They don't care what your opinion of her songs are. All they see is money. And I'm sorry, but she's on there for less than a minute of a 3 to 4 hour game. You're fine. You're just looking for something to complain about because it's triggered you in some way. And you, like, it baffles me. Look, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't care, but you know what? I give her credit because she's running her business correctly. She has a massive fan base. She actually writes and performs and plays instruments. There's no like automation or any help there. That is her. So I give her all the credit in the world. Just because I don't listen to her doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and bitch about her getting her picture somewhere for 45 seconds. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. Like Jeff Goldblum showed up and nobody was like, this Jurassic Park motherfucker.
Right.
Freaked out about
Me and
that.
Malcolm, fuck you, man. You doubted John Hammond at the beginning. We don't want you here at this game.
Like,
you got to go.
I mean, because I look at it like this. It's the sweetest thing ever. You have a girlfriend supporting her boyfriend.
Right. Absolutely.
That's a great thing. That's a sweet thing. I mean, nowadays relationships, like, there's not that side. Sometimes you don't see that support anymore. I mean, it's nice to see that. It's a good example. But you see fathers bitching about how Taylor Swift is supporting her boyfriend. Their daughters are going to look at this and go, I shouldn't support my boyfriend. That would be dangerous because it seems like there's a negative response to this. Who gives a shit? She goes to the game, doesn't go to the game. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You want to be offended? You want to be triggered? Something? Be triggered at the shitty ass commercials we've been getting. I mean, God, you remember early 2000? I'm sorry, 2005 to 2007, maybe 10. Remember when most commercials were bangers? Do you remember people would applaud?
Interesting you used the word banger, but yeah, sure, they were.
They were. They absolutely were. Now it's like it's the dumbest shit in the world. Like it's just
here's the thing, Jesse, is that remember time's arrow moves forward, and when that happens, trends shift and change. So writing and comedy and bits and advertising and soliloquies and wordplay, all of that adapts and changes every generation or two or whatever. I'm not being exact here, but the point is that the way we did marketing in the 60s is completely different than the way we do marketing now. There's a lot of similarities, there's a lot of parallels, but there's a lot of differences. So things change over time. So I get that. Look at it as Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live is a roller coaster. It has good seasons and has bad seasons. You go up the hill, you go down the hill. That's the same thing to me with commercials. You have great commercials and bad commercials, great commercials and bad commercials. Great example of that are the caveman commercials from Geico. Those were phenomenal. They spawned a company. They spawned a failed TV show. It was just one commercial, and look at what that led to. So, that's just one example. But,
I believe Ernest P. World was also the basis of a advertisement commercial that developed into this character as well. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe so.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure he is. I bet.
So you're saying their character, Ernest P. Worrell, was originally in commercials and
Yes,
then
he did a series
in
of television commercials until later he got a sitcom.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually reading that now. I didn't know this. Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Wow. Check Cereal, Taco John's. Okay.
Like, Ernest P. Worrell is literally the biggest commercial star
He's the
of all time.
caveman. They were just successful. Nice. I didn't know that. I learned something today. Thanks, Jesse.
No problem. That's what I do. And if you are going to advertise for anything, make sure you totally believe in it. Like this Don't Get Stabbed game. All right.
Yeah.
This game is amazing. And right now on Kickstarter, they're doing a 2.0, and you should definitely check that out. You should definitely check that out. Definitely invest and do it. All right. Because marketing is important to me. Okay. Anyways, Jordan's on right now. Jordan, who's the creator of the game, he makes awesome games. So make sure you check it out. And yep, see, he's already saying it. One sexy looking game. Look at that game. It really is. I mean, Don't Get Stabbed. More like I want to get penetrated. Stop it.
Stop. Definitely full stop.
Knives penetrate. That's not a dirty joke. That's not a dirty joke.
Okay.
Stop it. Get your minds out of the gutter. No, seriously. Check out this game, guys. This game's a lot of fun.
But I appreciate you on the Ernest update. I didn't know this, and this is great. Like, I love learning this because I was a big fan of his. So thank you. That's good.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. No, he was. It's kind of crazy where that. So like he was the original. So easy a caveman could do it, but probably the most successful of that ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So, anyways, let's get back to it. So, I mean, the Taylor Swift thing. Look, you like it or hate it, she's at the game. Okay,
right? She's at the game, exactly.
And the game is getting more coverage than it ever did. And women are. And I know some men bitch about, oh man, my woman doesn't want to watch the game, but now more women are getting into loving the game because of Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like viewership is up, sales up. So now, like couples can watch football together. You know what I mean? So that might start a new trend. You never know. So
it did. It did. Now I don't have any of the numbers. You can look them up, but there was like a massive percentage increase from like female viewership, like family viewership, merchandise sales. Again, guys. Anyways, so like there were positive gains in several places for doing a Taylor Swift cutaway 2 or 3 times during a game. And again, like the people complaining about it, I see are the same people that support capitalism and businesses being allowed what they can do to maximize their profit. So you're okay with this business doing whatever they do to make their money, but this other business called the NFL that you like, they do this to make their money and you don't like that. So now there's a problem over here, but there's not a problem over here with the others doing it the way you like it. So I just laugh at the double standard.
People always are going to bitch about something. That's the thing.
Right.
People are always going to hate. People are always going to hate on whatever they want to hate on because at the end of the day, it gets views, it gets trends,
it makes money. It makes money. It's all what it's about. It makes money.
When you watch TikTok videos or YouTube videos or anything, people will always start the first line with a hook, and it's always something controversial, like, you know what I mean, like, this is the worst thing that's ever happening. Don't disagree with me, and here's the reason why. And then all of a sudden you're, I want to disagree with him, but he said not to. So I'm going to listen why, so I can disagree with him here and comment. And comment just causes engagement. They love engagement. So sometimes people argue about shit that they don't even believe in because they want the engagement. Because if you comment and other people comment and more people comment, it gets more traction for the video. So it's like, it's crazy. It's because, like, for example, I know when people jumped on the Matt Rife hate, I didn't jump on it. I was like, all right, look. Is the joke that he did at the beginning of the special great? No. I've heard 10 different variations of that joke in my whole entire comedy career from different people and all that stuff. And I've heard way worse than that. So part of me was not even fazed by it. But for the person that's not into comedy, that would be a joke that freaks people out. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, look, it's a comedy. Shit is going to be said. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, just shut it off and who gives a shit? Because at the end of the day, it ain't going to matter. I get offended at shit. I actually hire comedians onto my shows who I find offensive. But if they kill in front of an audience, guess what? They're, in my opinion, objectively funny because they can make an audience laugh, whether I think they're funny or not.
Well, I think that you hit the key word on the head there. Everyone's allowed to think what they want. They're allowed to have their opinions, their positions. I'm not judging anybody, but you need to just be able to explain why. If you're really going to push this, let's say this person is like, I'm gonna boycott the NFL because just show Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Well, then I need to understand why you were this worked up about it.
Why?
Because if you're going to say that, well, this and this is happening, so therefore I'm gonna boycott, I kind of need to understand that. Can you explain that to me? Can you demonstrate this to me? Because if you can't, then it just means this is just your personal feelings, and why should anybody care?
It just puts so much energy into something that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not going to, you're mad at the NFL for showing. Well, then start your own NFL. Start your own NFL. And whenever Taylor Swift shows up to the game, you can tell your camera guys to go, hey, not on her. You know what I mean? Then do that. Until then, just shut up, watch the game, and just treat it like a commercial. Every time they do it, just fast forward and get over it. It's like they act like it's the worst thing to happen. And there's worse atrocities all over the world, and they're there going, "Oh my god, I had to see Taylor Swift for 2 seconds."
It's just that it's like that's what we're upset about, right?
Yeah.
That's the one. Out of all these things going on, we're upset at Tay being at the football game. What? That's the one, really? I think that's deep down for me. It's like that. Like I try to rationalize it like that. Like that's
bored.
the one, really? Yeah. Are we that bored? Is there really nothing else going on that's the one, right? So that's kind of how I think about it, man.
All right. What's this? Someone said, what's worse, Taylor or Kardashians? Taylor. She didn't get famous sucking dick.
I mean, Kardashians, dude.
There it is. Taylor didn't get famous.
Here's what I'm going to say. What does Taylor Swift contribute, and what do the Kardashians contribute?
Yeah. Having a B-list
if I had to pick between the two, I'm going to go with Taylor.
Or singing music.
She's producing something. The Kardashians are not.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, which is weird because now actually Kim all of a sudden is like, I'm getting involved with criminal justice, which I'm just like, okay, well, I mean, that's the way life goes, I guess. And I guess maybe that is positive. I don't know how that's going to go. But can you imagine being a death row inmate and they're trying to reform the justice system? Who's here to my rescue? Kim K. All right, you can just put the electric thing back on. We're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Never mind.
I don't think this is good. I think we're just prolonging this now. We're good. Just zap me up. Hold on. The biggest atrocity is how much sports players make playing with balls.
I mean, dude, they make a lot of money, but again, it's all relative to the amount of money that the league brings in. So, league brings in X, therefore players make X. But then if you're this guy because you've done this, or you're marketable here, or you have this, then you get bumped up relative to the other guys. So it's where the money is, man. And the more money that's put into the league, the more money the players are going to make. And that's still very disproportionate compared to how much the management team and the owners make. But if the league brings in more money or the team brings in more money, then some of that money is going to get funneled to the players and they're just going to make more.
Which, funny enough, Travis Kelce, his new deal involved him also getting a reality show, which that aired the same day as the Super Bowl. It's
dude, he has a reality show? I didn't know this.
Swear to God. I'll look it up right now.
What?
I think it's called Catching Kelce or something. Yeah, there it is.
What?
Yeah, you could tell it's outdated already. I'll say. Oh, wait, this came out 2000. Why is it saying?
It says 2016, one season. What was this on?
Yeah.
YouTube's on Peacock, man. You better believe I'm going to watch it.
Okay. Peacock was pushing it hard that day because they were also airing the.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. Oh, man.
They made it look like it was
wait to watch this.
They made it look like a new show. Well, spoiler alert, that's 50 losers right there.
Oh, my God.
None of you are as good as Taylor, I'll tell you that shit right now. But anyways, let's jump on to another topic because we're running low on time. So we'll talk about some cool stuff. So today's Mardi Gras. I just found it out today. So I'm excited for that. I love Mardi Gras, but also it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So Valentine's Day,
Is.
which my friend, do you got plans? Are you going to be husband of the year? What are you doing?
Oh, of course. So, my wife has to work, but I got her and my daughter several like presents to create an offering to each for Valentine's Day. And then once my daughter gets off school, we're gonna head to an early dinner since I did not make reservations anywhere, but I figure if we go out at like 3:30, nobody's making dinner reservations that early, or there's enough room where we can get in. We'll see.
Or it's just a bunch of people with their side chicks at lunch.
I mean, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it's so fun. Then they come back later at night with their wives, and then the maitre d's like, "Oh, we haven't seen you here in months." You know what I mean? Like,
Or he messes up, he gets him caught and says, "Weren't you just here with that blonde?" Oh, wait. Like, bro, what?
yeah. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
That's
somebody
that sounds
different.
awesome. That sounds
But
really
yeah. So that's all I really got going on. But yeah, I always try to take care of him. I get him a couple of nice things, and just a little Valentine's Day stuff, and then we'll go out to eat. Spend some time together. Just it's the family stuff, man. That's where it's at.
family stuff. I'm right now. I'm gonna take her out to dinner. We did something already. I got her gift already. Got it early for her. So it was a Kirby video game. I can't remember what the title is called. Return to Dreamland. That's what it's called. She just said.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it for Switch?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's like so many like Return to Dreamland, Nightmare from Dreamland. So it's like sometimes I forget the titles sometimes. But anyways, yeah, no, we did that. And then I also bought myself a Donkey Kong action figure, which is weird because I love Donkey Kong as a kid since I was a kid. And I never had a Donkey Kong action figure because Nintendo wasn't as popular in the toy department back in the day. So now they are. I got my first Donkey Kong action figure, and I'm like stoked about that. So yeah. But other than that, my plans, we're gonna watch horror movies. Maybe watch My Bloody Valentine tonight.
Oh yeah.
We're probably gonna watch Hatchet because that is a Mardi Gras horror comedy because it takes place in the 3 days of Mardi Gras, the first three movies.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't think I still have seen Hatchet really.
Dude, it's like a B80s movie that was made in the early 2000s.
I always wanted to go to Mardi Gras. I mean, obviously I'm not going to go now. I'm too old, but
let's do it. You and I.
No way, man. I'm in bed by 9:30.
We'll bitch about our backs. Yeah, we'll go to bed at 9:30.
Yeah, like it's my bedtime. I gotta dip out.
Let's do it. Let's fly to Louisiana next year and totally make sure we get to bed on time every single time, every night.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you can guarantee me a 10 p.m. bedtime, then we'll talk.
Done.
Okay.
I will get you a 10 p.m. bedtime because my wife has been training me for the 10 p.m. bedtime. She's like,
it's the best. Dude,
yeah. Oh, and Jordan says it here. Hatchet is bomb. Hatchet is bomb.
Okay.
Here's how crazy it is. This you'll love. Like anytime someone gets slaughtered, you'll see some violence will be shown off screen. And if it's ever shown off screen, you'll see a tree, and all of a sudden it looks like someone just took a bucket of red paint and just threw it at the tree, and you hear screaming, and it's hilarious. It's so goddamn funny. It's a horror. There's comedy in it, and it's like like how the Expendables was like every action hero in one movie.
Yeah.
This is like horror because you got Robert Englund, you have Kane Hodder, Tony Todd. Who else was in it, honey? The kid from Gremlins, Danielle Harris, Stretch from Texas Chainsaw 2. This is throughout the whole entire series. It's just like it's so hilarious and like it's good. I love all the movies. They're great. That's like my. Oh, we got another one. Farewell to the Flesh, Candyman, best Mardi Gras movie ever. Yeah, it's pretty good. I give that pretty. It's pretty up there. That's pretty up there. Yeah, because I think it's the second movie. Tom, that's the second movie, right? I think that's the second movie. And tell me if I'm wrong. But anyways,
they had a great episode of Cops that was a specific Mardi Gras episode, and it was about them busting the people who were flashing for beads. It was an excellent episode.
It was an excellent expose program.
Yeah, it was blurred out, but I mean the cops, and they would like try to be cool, and people would still do it. They're like, "Why are you're giving us no choice? Let's go." You know, it's like
Getting
why-
arrested during Mardi Gras.
like we gave you like 4 chances, and you still did it.
There's something to getting arrested during Mardi Gras, but anyways,
Sure.
So
10
Yeah,
p.m.
but-
We'll talk.
but other than that, tomorrow, besides because it's Mardi Gras today and Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Also, I don't know. I don't practice it. Tomorrow is the start of Lent for any guilty Catholics that still follow that rule. Basically, let me tell you something. Basically, we used to have a game during Lent. Lent in Catholic school was like our second No Nut November. That's all it was. We would just see how long we can go. We would see how long we can go. And then it's just like the episode of Seinfeld where they go, I'm out. every day at school, we're like, we're out. But so that's how it's gonna work.
God. I made the mistake of looking up some common games people play for Lent, and wow. Okay, let's get close it out.
If anybody's booing my Catholicism, I'm not actually Catholic anymore.
I don't want to play any of these Lent games.
I'm not. I'm a pick and choose gold believer of love everybody the way they should be loved. That's all. I'm like the worst at. I'm like a full blown sinner. I'm like a full blown sinner. I love sinning. Yeah. Yeah. What says? I call myself half Catholic because I crave fish sandwiches during Lent. Jordan, that's I think the type of Catholic I am actually.
Yeah, there you go. That was real, man.
Jordan, you just blew my mind. That's it. Sarah, you're also like this. Do you ever crave fish as soon as Lent starts?
No, that shit's disgusting.
Oh, forget you.
No, you know what I crave during Lent?
What?
Pierogies.
Pierogies. All right, that's very
My parents' church handmade pierogies.
handmade pierogies. All right, well, that's good. Well, Jordan, let's all hit a fish fry, okay? Let's hit a fish fry.
Oh, that'd be fun, dude.
Dude, let's hit a fish fry. Jordan,
we should do
when this launches, when the second version launches on what's the website again? I'm blowing it right now. Man, I'm so bad with advertisements. I just had it up here. Kickstarter. When this launches on Kickstarter and the money rolls in, let's all go to get a fish fry. All right, let's fish fry this bitch up. All right, yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. It's because also when all the ads started, I had the fillet of fish one too, but I'm really hot when I enter church stores. Me too, man. Me too, dude. Let's see who makes Jordan. Let's see who makes the roof come down first.
Jesse,
What?
remember that one Valentine's Day where you started vomiting?
I'm with Jordan.
I got food poisoning from Burger King. Big difference. Filet of fish at McDonald's, ride or die all the way. All right, Jordan, you're on. All right, so here's what we do. We all get GoPros. All right, John wears a GoPro. Jordan wears a GoPro. I wear a GoPro. And what we got to do is see who makes the church collapse first. And if we all go in and the church doesn't collapse, we start playing this game.
Oh my God.
And or nuns and nunchucks. All right.
That was a really fun day, by the way.
That was a very fun day of filming. But anyways, I think I pushed this game. I'll keep pushing this game for the rest of my life. It's such a fun game. Anyways. All right, one last thing before we get out of here, and then we're gonna hit the bricks. We're gonna hit the bricks. Is the Sony Spider-Verse worth it? Right? Right now, the Venom movies, I love those. Those are great. I've had a blast with them. Morbius, everybody was like, where the hell was that coming from? Now we got Craven coming out, and then Madam Web, which just came out recently. And right now, I heard it's a miss. Right now, it's a miss. So, yeah. Hold on a sec. Yeah, Jordan, guerrilla marketing at its finest. Now move on. You got it, Jordan. You got it. Anyways, this is how we do it. It's how we roll. Anyways, what are your thoughts on these movies? I mean, it seems like we kind of spoke about it, but it seems like they're trying to surround all the small characters so that when MCU uses the big characters, they have to go through Sony. I mean, regardless, they have to go through Sony. But I think that they have this thing of like, hey, if we've already casted them, you got to use these guys. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. This just screams Birds of Prey to me. I feel like
that was a good movie. I know we're going to disagree with each other on that. Don't. You can look at me all you want. I think Birds of Prey. I'll ride or die on that one.
I know we were on opposite ends of it, but I thought
saw
you
it
had grown and matured since then. I mean,
saw it in theaters.
Yeah, it's nothing to be proud of.
Oh, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
So, you know, like every character has fans. So saying, I don't know why they picked this, nobody likes that character. Like, it's not. Sometimes there are characters that I don't understand how or if there was that large of a fan base in order for them to decide to do a film about that. I don't know. It's just I don't know much about the character, nor do I really care. So I mean, I'll watch it when it like comes to streaming, but I'm not gonna go to the theater to see it. Plus, I didn't really like the suit. I like Spider-Man. I like the bug eyes, and she didn't have them. They're her. It's just cut away. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just not something that was on my radar. But I'll watch it once it comes to streaming. I'll watch it.
Dude, Morbius came to streaming and I didn't watch it yet.
I mean,
I don't even know if I'll watch
Leto.
this.
You know, is what it is.
Jared Leto.
Again, I just want to say he is in Tron 3, and when he starts method acting, he is going to go on the grid at night, and he will actually go there, and he will be training, and then he'll come back and be like, you guys, he'll tell fantastical tales of these battles that he got in and all this, and it's
He so will.
He'll have his like disc and everything.
Yeah, if he starts malfunctioning, he's gonna demand everybody to hit Control Delete. He's gonna go full on 80s computer. He's gonna do it.
I'm still really mad about that movie, but at the same time, I can't wait to see it. But no, like I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it, but it just wasn't on my radar. I'll definitely watch it when it hits streaming, but I'm not looking at it too optimistically. I guess that's a nice summed up way of saying it.
Yeah, I mean, and also wait, I forgot to mention the Spider-Verse movies, which are canon with everything else. Those are good movies. Those were
yeah, my daughter and I love those. We watch them. They are fantastic.
Yeah.
And I really liked Across the Spider-Verse too. I really did. I thought just the whole how they introduced the whole web connecting everything, and if you change that major event, then you risk damaging all of it, and what happens when you do that and the ramifications of that. I really like that stuff. So I really enjoyed that.
Real quick question. Is it just shit on Jesse Day? Look, Home Alone 3 has a lot of great qualities. Okay.
Whoa, wait. You like Home Alone 3?
I do like Home Alone 3.
Yeah, but weren't you born in 1995?
3, Jesus Christ.
So
3.
That's why you like Home Alone 3. That was your first Home Alone.
Okay, because I like John Hughes. That was one of the final movies he wrote.
It was your first Home Alone.
And I mean that movie launched Scarlett Johansson's career. Okay.
I don't think that launched
her
career. I think Little Women did, but
launched her career. She would have never got Little Women if it wasn't for Home Alone 3. Okay. I swear I could draw a line. Here's Home Alone 3, Little Women. Boom. Now we have Black Widow. You're welcome. Thank you, John Hughes from the grave. Thank you. Thank you. And it was a boy in Chicago fighting 4 Korean terrorist hired wet work team guy. I don't know how that worked. It was like the Koreans were hiring these like people with no flags to go steal a chip, to have missile launches, to attack us. It was crazy. I loved it.
Okay, and how does it stack up between Home Alone 1 and 2 again?
Oh my God. She got it because she never saw Home Alone 3.
Yeah.
Someone watched Home Alone 3. Jordan, it was good, okay?
It was not good.
It was great.
It was not good. Nobody cared about Alex. It was all about Kevin.
Jordan. You guys are acting like it was Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, which it was not. All right. If anything, it's the one where he fights Carrie. Okay. Just want to throw that out there. Okay. Superman 3 versus Home Alone 3. Go.
Oh, Superman 3 all day. Are you
No.
serious, Tom? That's not even a contest.
I'm gonna choose Superman 3 because of Richard Pryor, so that's why.
Dude, the fight with Clark Kent and evil Superman automatically cancels out the entire Home Alone 3 film. Just that like 4-minute shot in the junkyard. So yeah, absolutely. Nobody likes it, dude. It made $79 million on a $32 million budget.
Yeah, because it was a comedy. You can't imagine comedies making that much money.
It barely made any money, dude.
Hey, you know, that was a tough time. They couldn't get the Hulkster.
Because he was hanging out with Michael Jackson. Anyways, let's go ahead and
I had a crush on Mac Colton. I never knew you could call him Mac.
I don't know if he likes that.
Yeah, Jordan, that's too personal. Mac? Well, now we have a new goal. We all got to get one of those star masks from Hollywood. Find Macaulay Culkin and yell Mac and see if he answers. It's the only thing we got to do now. We have to see. We have to see if he answers. All right. It just because I wouldn't call Matthew McConaughey Matt. I feel like that's too. I think I don't know him. I think he would slap me if I called him Matt. What are your thoughts? Can you imagine calling?
I think he'd be okay with that.
You think he'd be okay with it? He'd be all right.
Yeah.
Would I go there? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'd say, what do you say? Yeah.
Because then if you say like,
okay, Jordan just slapped me in the face with facts. He says that's what he goes by. Damn.
Well, there you go.
You know some facts, man. You know some facts.
Just call him the Mac.
Just call him the Mac. That song "Return to the Mac" was about Macaulay Culkin. That's what it was about.
There you go. I like how you connect.
We didn't know this whole entire time. It was about that. It was we figured it out. That's how we do go. Anyways, we are running out of time. I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. This is an awesome show. Great viewership. You guys rock, bringing us all back. We'll be back here next Tuesday with more topics to talk about, more things to catch up with. We want to hear from you. We want to see you comment. We want you to have a seat at the grown-ups table every weekend or weekday, Tuesday. That's the day. That's when we do the show. We want you here. Okay. Had to clean that up real quick.
You did.
Anyways,
you did good.
I did good. It's a live show. It is. That's how it happens. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We always appreciate you guys. Let's see. You know what you did? The first two. Oh, I like the first two movies. But okay. Anyways, we can't go to this. Later, guys. You're the best. Thanks, Jordan, man. And hey, good luck on the game, man. We're rooting for you, man. Remember, fish fries, and we're gonna go see Macaulay Culkin. All right. That's our bucket list goals. Okay. That's our goal.
Here.
Till Tuesday, voice Carrie.
That's a great song.
Voices Carrie. Later, guys. Later, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be here next time. So be there or be square. I'm Jesse.
I'm John.
You've been singing at the grown-ups table. Thank you and have an awesome night, everybody. Take care.